What's up, superstars? Welcome back to Crypto Cornucopia, where you come for the latest crypto news, education, and a path to prosperity. I'm making these videos for beginners, so if there's anybody that you know that wants to get into crypto, share the video, share the love. As promised, today we're going to go over the project Fantom. Now, Fantom is called a layer 2, and it's also called its own chain. So it's done a wonderful job of connecting with Ethereum through the Ethereum virtual machine, and it can get up to 20,000 transactions per second, which is extremely fast. And it's been very popular lately. We're going to go through the project and also some other things that were built on top of it. All right, so it's had a nice run up. It's at 268 right now. The market cap is at 6.7 billion, and compared to everything else that's out there, I think it's actually undervalued. So we have a circulating supply of 2.5 billion, and the total supply is 3.1 billion, which means that it's all out there. And in other videos, I've seen specifically that tokens were handed out at the beginning of the project to initial investors and venture funds, but all those have been sent out already. They've vested. So you don't have to worry about more tokens coming onto the market because of that. All right, so the total value locked is 160 million, which is excellent. And you can always go to CoinMarketCap and find out where you can get it. It's on actually a lot of exchanges now. So Binance, actually there's way more than this. So anyway, let's move forward. Next up, we're looking at the chart. So as you can see, back in the beginning of September, it was at about 40 cents and started skyrocketing from there because the lead developer who left the project came back, and he's very well known in the space. So they had a huge run up because of that, and then everything else that's been built upon it, and then also the layer 2 narrative that's happened. So you have things like Atom, Cosmos, Terra Luna, Polygon, and a lot of other layer 2 solutions have been pumping because Ethereum has been the gas fees have been so high. So this is one of the things that's pumped up because of that. Now you can see here I drew two trend lines, one at the bottom here leading all the way up, which is basically the fallback point. If it gets, it is coming down because, as I always say, the higher in space, the further you had to fall. So the steeper the line, the steeper it could come down. But I don't think it's going to fall too far. That's why I drew the second line here. So this is from way back here to this peak, and this is the trend line. But I think it's more likely that from this bottom to this bottom is where it's going to fall to. So maybe down to 240, if that. Now you also have the 20-day simple moving average. And for the most part in a bull run, we stay close to it. As you can see, the further away it gets, the more it's drawn back to it. And we're right at the line right now. So it looked like, see this wick down here means the price already went down and it got bought up. And now it's in the green for today. So we might just have buyers, and this is as low as it's going to get. And I've seen several people calling for it to go up, back up to 350, 360 very soon. But let's get into the entire system. All right, so this is a great tool. It's called Vfat Tools, and you can go across all of these blockchains. So you have Binance Smart Chain, Arbitrum, Huobi, Polygon, XDAI, AVAX, Fantom, Harmony, Fuse, Thundercore. There's a lot of them here. And when you click on this, so we're on Fantom right now. When you click on it, you can see all the projects that are built upon it right now. And this is how you can tell what is being built on it. All right, so usually, not always, but usually the ones at the top are the ones that were built first, and they're the most, again, usually the most safe. But what I like to do is take a look at each of these, see what type of returns they have, and then check it with Certic. Certic is the most well-known auditing system out there. There's TechRate too, but I've been in websites and contracts that have been audited by TechRate, and they've been rug pulled. So I don't trust TechRate. All right, so Popsicle, Spooky, and Spirit swaps are the ones that we're going to look at today. So if we go into Certic and type in Popsicle, you can go to certic.org and see if they've had an audit done. So Popsicle Finance. Okay, so it's showing that there was an audit done, but it's not giving. Well, it's got. I guess we can view the PDF, but it's not giving any updates on it yet. So I don't know what exactly is happening with Popsicle. So they've gone through and they found no criticals. They found one major, a medium, and then the minors and informational. So they didn't actually find a lot in it, which is good. If we go back and we take a look at the next one, Spooky Swap, which is actually my favorite, and I'll show you why. But if we take a look at Spooky, it's ticker number Boo, ticket symbol Boo. If you go down, okay, so there's a lot more information here. They found 0 critical, 0 major, and 0 medium in the initial audit. So usually, if something's put out well, and they did their due diligence, they're not gonna. An auditor is not gonna find anything. So it looks to me like Popsicle went out fast, and they got the audit, but then as they went through it, they found something wrong. So in my mind, it's not as safe, and maybe they're kind of rushing to get to market. All they found for Spooky Swap was minor, and then just informational things you can do a little bit better. And then the last one I want to check out is Spirit. So if we type in Spirit up here, nothing comes up, which means that it doesn't actually have an audit from Certic. Now it can have another audit from another company like TechRate, and you can look into that further and find out exactly it. As a matter of fact, if you click on the website for it, oh, by the way, real quick, they're all right here. Okay, so I've already copy and pasted Spirit Swap right here. Usually, if it's been audited, it's going to have it here. Okay, so Store, Analytics, IDO, NFTs, Docs, and YouTube. Okay, Audit. Oh, there it goes on the bottom there. Okay, so I guess this is it. Audit Mixed Bytes. I've never heard of it. Not to say that it's not good, but it's nothing that I've heard of in this space. So Mixed Bytes. Okay, so holy crap. No, that's page 6. Okay. let's go into 2.6 and see what they found. It's 1 still, or 2. Findings 2 uncritical. No, okay, no critical found, no major found. And they do have a warning. All right, I'm not too well versed in this, so I'm not going to try to figure out exactly what that means. That's not the point of the video. But the point of the video is for you to be able to do your own research, and this is how you can look at it. Now, the next thing you can do is take a look at Mixed Bytes. Google that and find out how well that company is doing and if people like them. All right, but let's go into Spooky because that's my favorite. Reason being because it has a bridge. And you usually start out with like Voyager or Crypto.com, which is an exchange. They call it an on-ramp. You take your fiat money, your dollars, and you exchange it into whatever you want, Bitcoin, Ethereum. And then from there, you get a wallet and the extensions called Metamask. And there are other wallets out there, but Metamask is the most famous. It's had no problems since I've been using it. And up here, you want to be able to put in your networks. Now, MetaMask automatically comes with Ethereum, Ropsten, Kaban, Rinkeby, and Goerli, which I don't even know. These other ones I had to add, and that where I added that was a couple I had to Google and find out exactly how to do it. But there's a great website called it was up here before. Oh, here it is, Chainlist. Metamask.org. This thing is freaking awesome. Like, it's even up here right now. If you want to create a network area in your MetaMask for something specific, like Fantom, literally all you have to do is type it in, and then Opera is the main net. The test net was old. And you just click Add to MetaMask. I already have it, so I don't need to do it. But let's say AVAX. You want to go to Avalanche. Okay, mainnet, add it to MetaMask. And then boom, it's done. It's already there. Then you can go back to Vfat. Like if you wanted to go to Avalanche, you would just type in click on AVAX here in Vfat Tools. And these are all the places that you can go to in AVAX. Okay, now you'd have to move money over, which was the main point of this, the bridge. The bridge moves money from one chain over to another chain, and there will be a transaction fee in that. It's just the price you pay. But I'm clicking on it. I don't think there is any other chain right now. I don't know why there's a drop down. I was wondering if maybe they implemented it. But right now, basically, oh, there we go. Oh, well, you can. Okay, great. So you can move money from Ethereum, Fantom, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, Arbitrum, or Avalanche, and then bring it over here to the Fantom network. That's pretty cool. That wasn't there last time I looked, so they're constantly building, which is great. And all you do is you select your token. Now, not all tokens from the other chain that you're in are going to be over here, but you can always bet that Ethereum or Bitcoin are going to be there. So I would just say it's safe to do it with Ethereum because you're going to need gas fees. So you might as well move Ethereum over to your MetaMask wallet, and then from there, move your Ethereum over to here. All right. Now this is called farming. Now you can do swaps here. You can switch out your Fantom token for something else that's over here. Boo is for this specific website right here. Fantom is the native token. That's how you pay and everything. But you can take your Fantom and switch it out to whatever tokens they have over here. Liquidity, I'm not going to get into. I don't think it's worth doing, so I'm not even going to mention. Farming, this is where the cool stuff happens. All right. Now, this is the APR that you get for putting tokens in. And what I like to do is click on the APR to say what I can get the most of. Now, you can take a look at each one of these other tokens here and see if they are a viable entity. Like CFI, I actually know that's a good token, a good company, and they're doing a lot of things. I just haven't. I'm not spreading my money too thin over here. But okay, Fantom and DAI. DAI is a stable coin. And if you put Fantom with DAI in equal amounts over in the liquidity, then you'll get a token and you insert this token and you get 100%. See, I'm already doing it here. Now, what you get paid out in, so I put Fantom and DAI into the liquidity pool. They gave me a token back, and I staked it into here. Okay. Now, the good news is I had over $300 in here, but that was up around $3. I said, Fantom's probably going to pull back. Let me at least put it in a liquidity pool. I don't really want to get rid of it. Why don't I make some percentage while I'm just sitting here waiting for Fantom to go back up. Now I'm about to take this out, switch it all into Fantom because it's half dollars, half Fantom right now. And I'm about to take it out and put it all back into Fantom because I think it's going to go back up. But that's just my strategy. But while I'm waiting, I put it in here and you get this APR. Okay, so the farm APR is 26.35%. And then the earned fees APR is 77% for a total of 103.5. So the cool thing is, right here is what you get paid out in, the BOO. This token right here. If we go back up, oh, it's over here. All right, this is the price of the token. When I first started doing this, it was at $18. I think this is the premier exchange swap here. But I have noticed that lately, Popsicle has been on a tear. And that's the next one that we're going to look at. The point of all this is that you can put tokens into here, and then you can get a percentage, and then you collect this BOO, and then you can go over here and you can stake that BOO for another yield of 25%. So whatever BOO you have, you can stake it in, Oh, so I actually do have some in there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'll stake that, which I earned in the other pool, or other farm, I should say. And then that creates tokens for me. All right. Then that'll give you XBOO, and then you can take that XBOO and put it into here. And I believe I'm already farming something here. Yeah, okay. So I like Woo. It's a cross-chain swap. So what I'm going to do here is with the XBOO that I just got from staking that Boo, I'm going to put that in here. So on top of the 100% I'm making over there from Fantom and Dai, I'm earning Boo. Then I stake the Boo at 25%, and then I come over here and I stake the XBOO for 48.96%, and I get paid out in the Woo, which I like already. I think it's a small cap. I think it's going to go up. I think it's going to be one of the future exchanges, and in the meantime, I'm just gaining all along the way. So this is the awesome stuff that you can do. Now, there are a lot other riskier places you can go. Like if you go down in Vfat Tools, you can, let's check out Storm Swap. Now, there are other places that you can go. So all I do is copy and paste, go over here. Now, hopefully they'll show me the APRs because I'm not going to connect. I don't trust this, so I'm not going to connect my wallet over here. Okay, so you can earn up to 644% APR in farms. Okay, this is basically a copy and paste a lot of things over on Binance for the actual website. So let's see, it's audited by Paladin. I actually have heard of Paladin, but I don't know whether it's one good way or another. All right, so if let's say you go into the bunker. Their native token here is Storm. And I don't know anything about Storm, but they give you 190%. Now, what I would do is I would go into CoinGecko after this, check out Storm, see what the price action is, see what's been happening. But not all of these websites and not all of these tokens are trusted, and they're not always, what's the word? They're not always viable. Okay, so if they're giving out higher percentages, they're probably paying out in this Storm token, which means people are going to sell it. So the price is going to go down over time. So even though you're getting 190%, even it's APY, it's not even APR. If they're offering the Storm token and they're going to sell it, then this price right here is probably going to be going down over time. That's why I would go and look in CoinGecko and see what the price is going to be. All right, so let's get out of here. That was just an example, and let's go back over. Okay, we went over everything here. Went over the bridge. Oh, they're doing NFTs now, so that's cool. But let's go into Popsicle. All right, I've never used this app, but it's very popular. Obviously, it's already been. Okay, let's see. Hold on one second. Let's get some Popsicles. Your yield enhancement journey begins now. All right, so when I first started looking at Popsicle, it was like $10. So, I mean, the Boo token was as well, but it already had its run. Okay, so I don't understand. Okay, here's the Popsicle stand. All right, there we go. So it's offering. Oh man, this is why it's doing so well. It's offering 3% weekly, which is really good. So if you buy some of the ICE token, you buy some of the Fantom token, and then you put it into a liquidity pool in Sushi Swap, you get a token back. It's called a liquidity pool token, and then you, let's see. Yeah, see, I don't want to link to it because I'm not going to do it right now. Anyway, what you would do was you would click on that button, and then you would take the token that you just got and put it in here. You have 0.43% daily, 3% weekly, and 156% annually. So I can see why people are buying this token. It's just only a matter of time, though, before that run is over and then the price starts going down. Then it won't matter what percentage you're making. Okay, and they only have 2 pools. Interesting. Usually other ones have a whole lot more to it. So it's very simple. So I guess they're building more. And I believe Sorbetto is actually cross-chain. And I looked into it last. All right, so let's go over to Spirit Swap. I'm just curious what they have to offer here for staking. and what type of percentages. All right, so they're doing 61% APR. There's no deposit fee. Sometimes they'll charge you just to put money in there. But you have to put in the Gin Spirit and the Spirit LP. Interesting. Oh, you know what? They actually have lending and borrowing over here. Huh. Okay. So that could be a good aspect to this particular swap. That would make, it's like an Aave. It's a lending protocol. So you can put money into this protocol and lend it out and get a percentage off of it, or you can borrow money, put money in as collateral, and then borrow money off of that, like Aave. All right, so these are all the ones that you can supply. You can supply Bitcoin, stable coins, the Spirit token, Ether, Binance, I don't know what, Frax, Magic Internet Money, which is a stable coin. And you can get percentage just by putting it in here and leaving it. And then if you were to borrow, hold on one second. This is the borrow side. Yeah, borrow. So this is what you would get charged. If you were to put, let's say, put $1,000 of BTC over here. I don't know what the collateral is, but whatever you took out, this is what they would charge you. Borrow wrapped BTC for 11.9 APY. And you know, if you believe that Bitcoin is going to be going up by 20-30% from the point it's at right now, then yeah, it's worth it to pay 11%. Actually, APY even, not even APR. So that's not a high percentage. You're not getting charged a lot, especially if, let's say, it takes 1 month for it to go up 20%, and then you just cash out. Well, how much is that in an APY? Maybe 1%. So you made 19%. So this is the beauty of DeFi. So yeah, I could see why this Spirit and the Spirit would be doing well. I'm going to look further into this and see how well it's going to do. All right, that is everything for Fantom. Oh, you know, there's one more thing. Beefy is on a lot of networks, and it's in Certic. It has a high rating. Let's type that in real quick. And I trust it, even though I don't use it because the percentages aren't that great. All right. Okay. So it did find 2 major problems over here, 1 minor and then 11 information, but they were all resolved. So that means the team already took care of it. But a lot of times what happens is Beefy is on Binance. It's on Polygon. I believe it's on AVAX. It's on a lot of different chains. So they're trying to manage it on 4 different chains. So you can see how they might make a couple problems here. But I have not heard anything about Beefy in, you know, any critical issues with them in over a year. So that's something to think about. All right, again, use everything in here as financial opinion. Go out and get your MetaMask and then start playing around. Start moving money around. You're not going to make changes or any type of progress if you don't get out there and do it. So that means you have to get off the centralized exchanges, and in order to do that, you have to get a MetaMask wallet. And I would do one, but every time I've tried it, it kind of screws up my own MetaMask. But there are a lot of other tutorials out there that are really good. Just go into YouTube and click on how to create a MetaMask. And the most important thing I can say about the MetaMask is write down the seed phrase, keep it safe, and don't show anyone. Because if they have that seed phrase, that means they can get into your wallet. All right, it's called self-custodial. It's your responsibility. So if you want to make a lot of money in crypto, that's the best way to do it. But it's your responsibility. You have to be responsible for it. Can't blame anybody else. All right, guys, have a great day. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, and share to somebody else. Have a great day.